Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? I'm so excited to be here to talk with y'all about the brand new program that the super trainer Autumn Calabrese has released called 4-Week Gut Protocol. I'm super excited and nervous to start this program. I'm going to be starting it a week from tomorrow. I have some prep stuff to get ready this week, but I wanted to come on here and do this webinar to share some information with everyone, to kind of answer some questions that maybe you have, to talk about the program a little bit, and to show you what we are going to be doing and the different platforms that we use for this program. So I'm going to jump right in, and I am going to share my screen. Okay. All right, let me put this in present mode here. Bear with me during these technological challenges. You would think that after being on Zoom for 2 years, I would be a professional at it, but I'm still learning. All right, so welcome to the 4-Week Gut Protocol. This program is so amazing, you guys. It really touches all of the points of getting to our true gut health, which is such an important part of our bodies, something that I personally don't think we learned enough about throughout our lives, and we don't talk about it enough because it's like those uncomfortable conversations, but it's super powerful, and it's just very important to talk about. So I'm Carly Mills. If you all don't know me, I have been a Beachbody coach now. I kind of say it two different ways. I rejoined Beachbody. Give you a little history here. So I was a Beachbody coach back in 2016, and I did it for about a year. And I got really amazing results, and I helped a lot of people. And then I felt like I didn't need Beachbody anymore, that I could do it by myself. So I stopped coaching. And within 6 months of stopping coaching, I started to fall off track and kind of get back into my old habits again. And then, life happens and lots of things transpired throughout that time. But then during the pandemic in the summer of 2020, my husband and I had been going to the gym for about a year and a half consistently, showing up every single day, and things were great. But then when the world shut down, we couldn't go to the gym. So we started to do things at home, but it just wasn't enough for me. I didn't have the discipline, and I didn't have anyone kind of guiding me on my journey. So I decided to rejoin with Beachbody and become a coach in August of 2020. I started back up with Megan Davis's program, MBF, which I loved. And I would say I dabbled from August until January of 2021. Like, I was doing my things and doing my workouts and um, showing up in a way that I felt was okay for myself, but I wasn't all in on the coaching piece of it. I was really focused on myself, which is completely fine. I needed to be doing that at that point in my life to get myself back on track. So then in January of 2021, Super Trainer Autumn Calabrese, she released this amazing program called 9-Week Control Freak, and I jumped all into that. And that is when I say I really began coaching and sharing my journey and talking with other people and making those connections and helping others to see where they could see themselves in a Beachbody program. So I've been coaching for a little over a year now, and I love it. I think my favorite thing about coaching is the community that it has brought into my life, and amazing, super strong people who just have this like-minded idea of where we want to be health-wise in our lives. We come from so many different backgrounds, and we do different things and different family types, and the diversity is grand. And we all just share that we want to live our happiest lives and healthiest lives, not just happiest, but healthiest. So I am the team leader of Relentless Inspiration, and let's get started here. So, okay. So here's a few fun facts about myself. Like I said, I stopped coaching in 2017, came back to it in 2020. I am currently in grad school. I'm going for my master's in environmental education. I should be done this year, thank goodness. My husband and I have a granddaughter. She turned 1 in October. I love to hike and explore the forests of New England. You'll see that I share a lot of outdoorsy, nature, woodsy kind of things on my social media. And I want to own a farm someday with alpacas. So, why are you here? You've chosen to take the time out of your busy schedule to learn more about 4 week gut protocol, and I thank you for that. This is important. Our health is important. We have one body, and it is super important that we learn how to take care of our bodies in the best way for each of us. And our gut health is such an important part of that. So, part of this program is it talks about healing us from the inside out. So when you get your package of 4 week protocol, and there are various options, which will be talked about later, you get a workout calendar, you get tracker sheets, you get equipment. It comes with a small ball that you get at the core ball. And I'm telling you, this ball doesn't look like anything much, but it does the job, and your core will be parsing out the ball, I promise you. And you also become part of this amazing Beachbody community with a start date and challenge groups, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. So, our on demand resources, you guys, I'm going to show you more about Beachbody on demand. It is probably my favorite part of Beachbody right now. There's so many things out there to choose from with Beachbody, but the on demand resources are amazing. And I'm going to show you Beachbody On Demand. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial after this little webinar. So when you get your 4 week gut protocol package, you will be getting access to 4 recorded videos that talk about the gut protocol. Every week, there's a new video that focuses on whatever that weekly topic is. You get access to Portion Fix and 2B Mindset, which are the two nutrition programs that Beachbody offers. You get recipes, workouts, a calendar, and so much more. Now, all of this is offered digitally, which is another reason why Beachbody has my heart, is they don't need to send out all of these paper documents. We live in a virtual world, and we all have technology and smartphones and laptops and iPads and things like that. So access this stuff online. If you want to print something out, print it out. They don't need to be printing all of these documents to send to us that are going to just sit in a pile. So I love the digital access. All right. Nutrition is the number one way that we are going to heal our guts here. This is a program that is highly focused on nutrition. The workouts come second. So these are just a couple nutrition tips that I have from things that I've kind of discovered on my own journey. So number one, write it down, make a meal plan and write it down. This helps with my family so much. We put it on our calendar. Then my husband knows if he's going to jump in and cook dinner that night, he knows what's on the menu, and then he can cook that. And then I'm not coming home saying, "Oh, well, that's not something I want to eat or I can eat." Everything is planned and we know what to expect. It also helps with your grocery shopping. So, meal tip number two, cook in bulk. This is a secret that I have discovered through watching other coaches and other people is if I want to, let's say I'm going to have salads every day for lunch, but I want them to be different. I'm going to make a big salad for the week, and then I'm going to cook off different forms of protein. So I'll do like grilled chicken, and I'll cook it so I have enough for a few days. I'll do some ground hamburg. Or ground turkey. And then I can just keep those cooked and stored in my refrigerator for a grab and go and decide what kind of salad I want for the day. But cooking in bulk saves you time. And this is what got me. It also makes it so there's less dishes throughout the week. If you just cook it all on one day, then you do all the dishes that one day and you don't have to do more dishes. 8 dishes. Okay, meal plan number three. One staple item. Choose one thing that's going to be kind of your base. Like I just mentioned salads. Last week, I made a very big garden salad with all kinds of different veggies. And then every day I would just grab from my salad. I would add different toppers, like if I wanted nuts or if I wanted some vegan cheese on there, and then I would add my protein. And that's what I would take for work every day for lunch. Meal tip number 4, freeze, freeze, freeze. The more you can cook in bulk and freeze, the less time you're taking throughout your busy week. And it just saves on so many levels. Meal tip number 5, prep for 3 days. So what I discovered, and everybody's different, kind of, test it out and figure out what works for you. I tried to prep for 5 days at a time, like a Monday through Friday thing, and then I would do my weekends. It didn't work for me. I would get, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. I would get bored with my choices. I didn't like what I had prepped. Like by day 3, I was like, oh, I don't want that on day 5. So I do 3 days at a time. That's my personal preference, but find what works for you. And then meal plan tip number 6, try new things. Hop onto Instagram, go into your search bar and start searching up different recipes, type in certain kinds of food, do hashtag searches. I love following new people and supporting them on social media. And I love that I can share the recipes. If you go into Instagram and you hit the little like flag thing under their picture, under the video, you can save that. And I've started collections for vegan recipes, desserts. I started a drink recipe like collection. So I just save them in there. And then when I'm looking for inspiration, I hop right into my Instagram, my saved videos and posts, and I can find what I'm looking for. So here we get into the Shakeology. Shakeology has been part of Beachbody from the beginning. Vegan Shakeology came a little bit later. This program requires vegan Shakeology. Why vegan? Well, because we're trying to get rid of anything that can cause a food sensitivity in our gut. And the whey protein Shakeology is known for some people can cause some instability in your gut. So we're trying to eliminate the top uh, food groups that cause food sensitivities within gut health. And this is an overall spectrum, but we are going to be removing those things from our food choices while we are on the 4-week gut protocol challenge. So vegan Shakeology is a great source of protein. It has all kinds of vitamins and minerals and amazing superfoods. It's super delicious. It's what I drink anyways. I haven't drank the whey since back in 2017. And I just think that it's a lighter version and I love it. And it comes in all kinds of flavors and it's delicious. So in your online resources, you will have access to tips and recipes. You will also see videos with Autumn about why this is important. And I can share with you. So my favorite recipe, I used to be just a vanilla vegan Shakeology girl, and I would always put spinach in. I would use my little blender. It's almost like a Ninja blender, but it's like the cheaper version. It blends one, drink at a time. And I would do my vanilla Shakeology with some spinach and a banana and some peanut butter every day. That's what I had. That was my morning breakfast. But I have discovered, honestly, it's really laziness. But I don't like having to use my blender every day. My kids use the blender. Sometimes it's not clean. They didn't wash it. I have to wash it. I don't have time for that in the morning. So now I just do shake and go. So I use my shaker cup. I put in almond milk. I don't use water unless I have to if we're out of almond milk. But I like almond milk because it gives it a little creaminess. So I put in almond milk and I add 1 scoop of I've been doing vanilla. I also discovered a really good recipe. Shout out to my girl Amber. A half a scoop of chocolate vegan Shakeology and a half a scoop of the cafe latte vegan Shakeology, and you mix those together, and it's like a mocha, dreamy, delicious treat first thing in the morning. So I just now am doing a shake and go and drink it. But there's thousands and thousands of recipes, and you can find them in many different places. All right, so now we can talk about the supplements that come with the 4-week gut protocol. I need to take a sip of my coffee. Okay, so Revitalize. So this is the box. Let me show you the box because it's like really cute. So this is the box that you get. with your supplements for 4 Week Gut Protocol. And it says it's time to feel great again. Yeah, it is, you all. We all deserve to feel good and to not feel like crap in our bodies because of our food choices, right? I think I do. I'm sure you all do. Okay, so we have Revitalize. So Revitalize contains pre and probiotics that help your gut health, and they support beneficial bacteria or beneficial flora and in your digestive tract. So these you take daily, okay? Our Optimize breaks down the enzymes and helps to support the new foods that you're putting into your body. So you're going to be starting to introduce 30 plants per week into your food diet. It sounds like a lot, and I had to check myself, but make a list of what you currently use. Like if you go to the grocery store now, what do you currently buy for plants? And this can be beans, um, rice comes from a plant. It can be, your vegetables, your fruits. So make that list and see where you're at. Because when I did this, I thought 30 plants. How am I going to incorporate 30 plants? So I wrote down everything that I currently buy. And I realized I was already at about 15 to 20, depending on the week. So then I thought, okay, well, that's not terrible. I can add in 10, 15 more, and they don't have to be like crazy things that you've never tried. Like, just think of all the varieties of lettuce. If you typically buy romaine lettuce, start to buy some of the different kinds of lettuce that they offer. Buy a spring mix, buy one of the red lettuces or the buttercrisp, or try some bok choy, try some different variations and think like, okay, green apples, red apples, so that's two, and red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper, orange pepper, that's four. So different kinds of tomatoes. Maybe you typically buy just one kind of tomato, but maybe only get half of that kind of tomato during this challenge and buy a different kind. And so then you have two plants right there. So it doesn't have to be super complicated. So the Optimize you're going to take with every meal, right? Yes, you take it 30 minutes before every meal. And this helps your gut health to absorb what you are going to be giving it so that it has like its maximum potential. So it's pretty amazing. So the other two supplements here, I'm realizing that I forgot to write in what they are when I was creating this webinar. Oops. Is the Shakeology is one of them. So we just talked about the benefits for Shakeology. We shared some tips. And then the fourth one is Energize. So Energize is, I drink Energize every single day before my workout. It is a pre-workout drink and it kind of boosts your energy. It does have caffeine in it. And we will talk about caffeine is one of the things that will be removed for this 28 days, but you will get a burst of caffeine in your Energize. So it's not like you're going to be going through complete withdrawals. If you do drink a lot of coffee, it has been advised that you kind of start to slow down the week before to help your body adjust. And I know I'm a big coffee drinker, used to be in the past. A lot. And when I would do these different cleanses and different, just trying to stop drinking coffee so much, the headaches were awful. So I would suggest kind of slow down the week before you're going to go all in to give your body some time to adjust to this new, these new things you're doing. So still looking for more of what you're going to get with this awesome deal. So you are going to get access to our 4 weeks for every body program, which is the fitness program that goes alongside 4 Week Gut Protocol. These are workouts that are 4 days a week. They are less than 30 minutes each day. They focus on movement and all over body. So there's cardio, arms, legs, core, and you're learning and moving in a way that supports what's going on in your gut. As I mentioned previously, this program is highly focused on nutrition, but fitness is part of our journey for health. So doing this 4 days a week with an added fifth day of movement is what is suggested, is really going to help support your gut health. So you will get access to the nutrition plan with new recipes and tips added each week. You will also become part of our BOD group challenge group portal system. So our BOD groups are amazing groups full of people that are looking and doing the same things, and it's all for accountability, tracking your workouts. You can track your food, your Shakeology. You can put your progress pictures in there. You can do your weight and your measurements and track your water intake. It's an amazing place to put all of your information to help you on your journey. And then if you have a bike or if you have access to a bike, you also will be given 4 bonus cycling program cycles workouts for the 4-week for every body program. These are not required. These are just a bonus. If you have a bike, there are 4 rides that are associated to this program. If you're interested in learning more about a bike, please let me know. So then you're going to take before and after pictures. This is something that always kind of freaks everybody out, like they don't want to do it, but I'm telling you, it is so worth it. And these are just some tips. So first tip, wear the same outfit on day 1 and day 28. Second tip, have a good spot for lighting. If you can get somebody else to take the picture for you, that is kind of ideal, because then you can make sure that you're lined up in the right spot. But if not, you can look at this picture on here. It's just a selfie in a mirror, you know? And then tip number 3, smile. Be proud of yourself in both pictures. You're being super brave. So that wraps up our webinar for this part of it. So what makes our groups different? We're going to talk about how you can access our BOD groups and check-ins and the Facebook community. I'm going to go right into showing you the Beachbody On Demand. So let me stop sharing this here. Okay. So let me stop sharing that. And then I want to go to sharing another screen, but it's not going to let me. Well, y'all, I guess I can't show you Beachbody On Demand, but that's okay. I'll do another webinar. All right, so that, I guess, wraps up our 4-week protocol. That is a really quick run through. What I did not go over that I wanted to talk about is we will be removing things from our diet each week. And let me find, right, what are we removing? Here's what we are removing: gluten, dairy, corn, alcohol, highly processed soy, artificial sweeteners, and others that affect you. And the example that Autumn gives for that is eggs. She knows that she has a sensitivity to eggs. It's not something she's requiring people to remove, but if you know that something bothers your gut health, remove it for this 28 days. And then she goes over how we're going to reintroduce these foods after 28 days and how we're going to track which ones affect our body in what way. This will give us a nice baseline of food sensitivities that we have so that we can work towards creating a healthier food plan going forward that supports our gut health. So we are limiting sugar to 10 grams daily. This is not added sugar. This would be like natural sugar. So basically, if you are opting to use the Shakeology and Energize every day, which I have done for over a year now, and I plan on continuing to do, that would max out your total sugars for the day. So then you really need to be mindful of what you are eating and making sure there's no added sugar. Now, if there's natural sugars, like fruits have natural sugars, that's fine. But if you look at a label on something and it says added sugar, 5 grams, 20 grams, 50 grams, then we're not doing that. Okay, we're eliminating sugar. This one's going to be hard for me because I have a sugar addiction that I'm just discovering as I'm trying to prep for this. And then the other one, like I said, is coffee. So we're going to be limiting ourselves to 3 cups of coffee per week. Autumn suggests using or drinking matcha tea. So, ceremonial blend matcha tea is what she will talk about in the video. I did get some, I had some. I've had matcha tea before. People, my kids say it tastes like grass. Eh, I don't know. I mean, it's you gotta figure out how you like it. But I had some this morning and it's not terrible. I put some almond milk. It takes a little longer. Like I'm gonna have to get used to that to prep it, but not bad. And then what else do we have here? Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I think that's all for now. Yeah, that's all for now. So I just want to thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to listen to this webinar. Sorry I can't access the BOD. I'm going to do a separate one for that as like a quick tutorial. And these are going to live on somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll create a YouTube channel or something. I have to figure out where they're going to live. So thank you all again. 4-week gut protocol. I'm super pumped to start. I will be starting in April. If you want to join me, just find me on Facebook, shoot me a text, give me a call, find me on Instagram, and let's do this together because we deserve to have a healthy gut, therefore, giving us a healthy body, therefore, creating healthy, happy goals in our lives. I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.